Congratulations. You're being released as asylum seekers, not as citizens, not yet. You will be sent to a home of our choosing. You must not move from this address.
We are good people.
Whether or not you're good people, it's not me that needs convincing.
It's a palace.
Welcome to Horror Movie Review Maniacs. I'm Bill.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we're going to review His House from 2020. It's got a 6.4 rating on IMDb. It's directed by Remy Weeks. And it stars...
Sophie Dirisu, Yumi Osako, Malaika Wakoli, Abigaba.
I'm glad you said that because I couldn't. Anyway, the synopsis. A refugee couple makes a harrowing escape from war-torn South Sudan. But then they struggle to adjust to their new life in an English town that has an evil lurking beneath the surface. So, babe, what are your impressions?
I think they start this movie a little bit wrong. Maybe they should show a little bit their history background, how they get there, because this movie is like they're already in another country, and they start seeing those weird noises, and first I was thinking something in the walls, and especially that they call the name of the movie His House, so I was thinking something to do with the house, but basically it's not just was not the house that was haunting them, but their past. So I mean, every scene that they're showing is very complicated till you get almost to the end to understand the whole concept why they have those visions, right?
Yeah, and I think for a lot of the filming, I think we're not supposed to know what's going on. I think we're supposed to take it in like they did. Well, I guess they do know more than we do, the characters, but as an audience, we're learning a little bit more as the scenes go on about what could be happening to them. It right at the beginning it looks like some kind of supernatural event, and maybe it is, but we probably shouldn't give away the twist at the end because it's a new film, but it does kind of make sense towards the end. But I was confused for a lot of it, and anyway, I think overall I liked it. It was original. It was like the whole take on like these a refugee couple coming to England and starting a new life, and they're giving they've been given a home to stay at. I guess it's a government home, and they're told to not work or not get any more income. Just I guess just sit tight there and until we sort out the papers, and then they just start seeing these weird things happening around the house, and they at first they're not sure what the hell's going on, and like I said, either do we. But I don't know. Overall, do you think you liked it or not?
Not really. Like I said, the name of the movie is already wrong. I don't have no much what to do. They could call Our House, Our Home, or whatever the words they are using in the movie, right? Because the whole concept, they're trying to make the house their home, their new house, right? So I don't know why they call His House. This means like he's who, so they could call Our Home, and the fact that they are seeing those people, from South Sudan in their house, I knew there's something to do with their past,
Yeah.
right? So,
I
but
did
I
too.
did not figure they don't look like a bad people, right? So you don't know what's so bad it is because they left their home, because was their family that get killed and they did nothing about it. So I mean, it was so like no much sense why those people they were seeing those people, right? But like I say, till you get to the end, so they have some guiltness, so for fact they did something. You
And
don't know what,
the
but
and
they did
the film
something.
does have every once in a while to give you a flashback of a flash of what happened, and like just little, and they're shot really well. Like the scene where he's like eating dinner, and he's in the ocean, and another scene where she's just standing in the ocean. And you're giving little you're given little pieces of and hints of what's going to happen later on in the film, and it's confusing at first. Like at least it was for me. I was like, what the hell is going on here? But then it does slowly go. You start to get it, and you go, oh, okay, that does make sense.
But even with coming to the end, do you think that makes sense that she was saying to him, the witch coming for us? What does witch have to do with anything? You know?
Well, I don't know how much we should talk about it because it's the end, but
But in the beginning of the movie, she tell
I
him
think it's
it's the
a
witch
curse.
that
Big. I think maybe in Sudan, maybe there's a curse that if you do something bad, it will come and haunt you, and it will demand flesh from you, kind of. So, I think that's what it was. But anyway,
but I think that
let's
witch don't have nothing
like
to
I
do
said.
with it. Like
Anyway, watch the film and
she has the same,
maybe
she started having the vision that he was having a vision, but he was trying to deny, right? He was trying to make that was not just a vision but something real in the house. That's why he started breaking the walls to try to find it, what is in there, right? So when she tell a witch that's bringing all those, visions to us and want us, so it start getting a little bit cheesy, like a witch. Okay, if you want to have a vision because you have something in your past that you did and you having this guiltness on you, okay, but have to involve a witch too?
that's what they called it.
That's too
I,
cheesy for me.
I don't know. I'm so okay with that.
I didn't like it. And that witch is white.
So
It's not like them,
it
the same people as
it
from
wasn't
their
anything.
country.
It wasn't
But it was a white man with some weird eyes.
anyway.
It was very like weird
Maybe
look.
maybe
Like all the people that are looking, it looked like people from South Sudan, right?
yeah.
Like those
Okay, that doesn't
people.
matter anyway.
So I mean, only that witch looked different.
Okay, well that's very
But I'm
small.
saying my
But
opinion.
that's a very small detail that
But I'm
shouldn't.
saying,
Okay.
in my opinion, what I did not like it. At least they could put it some which look more like the tradition from they want to do from South Sudan. You know what I mean? The look.
Okay.
So I think they put some creatures, some which that is complete off of what they are being seen over there, right? Because you see they have a mask. At least they could put a mask on him or something that look like their traditions. So I think they run away in
And
that part.
I think there's a reason why it looked like that. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but I'm sure if we look into the film, there's a reason why it looked like that. I'm not going to make some assumptions because I don't know. This is the kind of film that I actually would like to look into a little bit more to try to understand the little nuances of what exactly was happening with all the scenes was because I can tell there is a lot going on here, and I think I'm understanding like at the end I probably understood like 75%, 80% of it, but there's still stuff that I think I could get from repeated viewings.
Okay, but the whole point we doing a review is that we giving a review what we see in the movie and what transpired to us.
Yeah, on
And I'm just saying that's what I see. I'd never mind researching to see what the director was trying to bring it. Is that's what my eyes see, my understanding of watching the movie. That's the whole concept why I'm doing the review. You to mention, and I'm just saying that I don't know what the direct comment, what he transpired for me, and what I think is that was not necessary. That witch look should be a little bit more traditional. Look, like that kid, she had the mask, So I mean, why they don't put something like that? I didn't get it. Why they put something with blue eyes and weird
but
saying and
I'm saying there
like I
might
don't
be
know.
I'm sure there's people that are more familiar with the Sudan culture that would watch this first time and go and understand all of it. We don't understand all of it because I'm not familiar at all with the culture in Sudan and stuff. So I'm
It's not like from similar South Africa, like a voodoo. They have kind of like a voodoo and stuff like that.
I'm actually not even sure how close Sudan is to South Africa, but I'm sure there are differences.
Like in Brazil, we have voodoo, we have spirits, we have all kind of, culture, uh, about spirits and stuff like that. So we have different things
Well,
like
I
that.
know that there's lots of different cultures in Africa, and there's lot of them are different. A lot of them, so I don't know exactly
I'm just
how.
saying, when you watch the movie, you see all those ghosts they are seeing, right? You saw all those ghosts. And one of the ghosts had this mask, right?
Mhm.
And all other ghosts was showing over there have that kind of like a voodoo look, like a spirit look, right? So I mean, I'm just saying that I just don't get that part of the witch. Like
Okay.
it was weird. Was off for me. Was take away their vision of what they're going through. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I expect more focus in the people that get killed, because that's what they were looking, right? The spirit of the people that get killed. And I guess when she went to that trance, remember when she was running away from her husband, and
Mhm.
she passed out, and she had the vision of all those people in the room. Look like a school.
Mhm.
Look like she used to work at the school or something like that. And she had all those friends. That's when she was asking about her daughter and stuff like that. Remember? And then after, when he show up, I guess they're showing the what really happened to them, and they show up, and they all were killed in that room.
Mhm.
Remember that part? They
Yeah.
all were killed in that part. And so I mean, was for them was like they really was lucky to be alive and having a second chance to have a life again in different country. But like she said, they fall on us, and the whole thing in the movies, like you don't know why they're following us. That's why I was like, they did something, or it's just, but when she mentioned the witch, we're thinking is maybe because they shouldn't have left the country, they should be there. So that's why it was a little complicated. I only figured out in the end, to be honest. Do you? Like you
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
understand everything only in the
True.
end.
Yeah. I really appreciate those all the um they actually felt like a refugee family coming to Britain, and I like the scenes in South Sudan seemed authentic. They all look like they should look in South Sudan. I liked all that stuff seemed like legit to me. So I don't know. I appreciate this film. I think there's more that I can get out of it. If I watch it again. I don't know. I would overall I would give it. No, I think I would give it like a 7.5.
I'll give it 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So those are our thoughts on His House. Thank you for listening and making sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Horror Movie Review Maniacs, and our Facebook group. And if you like non-horror as well, check out Movie Freaks Reviews.
And if you like this video, put your thumbs up. And if you have any comment, anything that you would like us to watch and review the movie, so please put your comment below, and check us in the Twitter, Horror Movie Review Maniacs.
All right. See
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Thanks.